Welcome to the video tutorial of Bennett Talent, the complete talent management system for BCCL. Bennett Talent will have talent acquisition, performance management, and succession management modules. In this tutorial, we will focus on talent acquisition process, iRecruit. iRecruit lets you raise job requisitions for hiring new talent, record your assessment of candidates, and track progress of the requisition raised by you. This explanatory video gives you a step-by-step description on how to manage the hiring process from beginning to the end as a hiring manager. Let's get started. As a hiring manager or a requisition request originator, to open a new job requisition, log on to your Timescape and go to Bennett Talent. Once you're on the home page, select Recruiting from the drop-down menu, where you can view all jobs that you're a part of, either as a creator or as an approver. This will also provide you with a bird's-eye view of the candidate pipeline at various stages within each job requisition and the average time taken to close jobs. To create a new requisition, click on Create New. From the third listed work levels, select the required designation level. This selection freezes the route map of approvers and is not editable at any later stage. Now click on Browse Families and Roles, and from the drop-down menu, select the function and branch the job requisition needs to be raised for. Select the role and level. This will display all designations within that role and level. Once you've chosen the designation, you can see the corresponding job description. Now you can select the job code and click on Use Selected to reach the requisition detail form. You may fill in the job requisition information details or use the Find User tab to look for the details of the selection you need to make. Click on Next to proceed. On the job requisition page, fill in the job details as per requirement. Fields marked with an asterisk are mandatory to be filled. On the Vacancy Type tab, choose between a new hiring or a replacement. In case it is a replacement, the name of the employee being replaced along with the replacement designation needs to be specified. The number of openings is relative to the vacancy type. In case of new positions, for example, new launches, the number needs to be specified depending on the requirement. You can fill the other details similarly. The Recruiter section has a default name set to it according to the preferences set on your profile page initially. To change the Recruiter, click on Find User tab and make appropriate selection. You can also set preferred interview scales and assessment questions through Preferences tab. This is crucial as it helps you save recruiting team combinations that are used more frequently. On each login, the fields related to determining the recruitment team is pre-populated as per this list. In case you are unsure if the requisition details have been filled in properly, you use the Get Feedback tab to send it for informal review before submitting it for approval. However, should you choose to use this feature, you will not be able to submit the requisition for approval till the person you assigned this for, feedback, does not complete his or her review. Once you've filled in every detail, click on Submit for Approval, which sends the requisition for approval with the next person in the approval route map. After submission, you cannot make any changes, so make sure that you've made the right selections. As the job moves through different levels of approvals, you will be able to view who the requisition is pending with under the Currently With tab. If the requisition moves successfully through all levels of approvals, the job will be visible on the recruiting homepage and the Currently With tab will now be blank. Post the job requisition approvals, the concerned recruiter posts the job on various platforms. The received job applications will be screened and an initial selection will be made through a collaborative process by you along with the recruiter. As a hiring manager, you will be participating in the assessment and selection process. This entire assessment process is now online and is available through the Interview Central feature in Bennett Talent. Interview Central shows the candidates' profiles that you will assess. One of the benefits of Interview Central is that you can see ratings of all candidates side by side for a quick comparison and take final hiring decision. Whenever the recruiter schedules an interview, a task will appear in your to-do list on your Bennett Talent home screen. You can click on the task to reach Interview Central. Alternatively, you can also reach Interview Central by following the Recruiting tab under the Home menu. Here, you will get a list of the screened job applicants who have been scheduled for an interview. Consequent to the interview, you can record your ratings for the candidate on Interview Assessment page. To assess the candidate, click on Rate Now. This will direct you to Interview Assessment page, which displays the candidates to be rated on this position. The Interview Assessment page depicts the competencies attached with the respective role on which the candidate or candidates will be assessed. Assessment of a candidate can be done basis functional and behavioral competencies. You can read the description of any listed competency by moving the mouse cursor over its name. Measure the candidates on the assigned competencies using the rating scale. You can mention any specific comments in the box shown by clicking on the Call-out button. Interview notes can also be uploaded so that others can review those. An overall recommendation on the hire can be provided by choosing thumbs up or thumbs down and including overall comments. You can view the stack ranking of the candidates on the overall evaluation. You also have an option of stack ranking specific to a competency. Once the assessment and the ratings are satisfactorily completed, click on the I have finished button. For your ease and comfort, the assessment page is also available on a mobile application. Now, the recruiter will take this step forward. At any point in time, you will have full visibility of the candidate's selection progress. You can connect with the recruiter at any stage to share your feedback. In case you want to revisit your recommendations, you can come back to Interview Central and update your ratings. You will receive a notification once the candidate accepts the final offer. You will also receive notification when the candidate communicates his date of joining. At this time, you can start the onboarding process for the new hire to ensure seamless assimilation with the Bennett culture. This brings us to the end of this tutorial. For any other further assistance on this process, please get in touch with Talent Acquisition team and they will be happy to help.